Hey guys, welcome to Meditation Monday. This week on our daily videos and blog posts, we will be counting down the days until our annual meeting by talking to some of our members about their experiences here at First UU. We are 6 days away from our online annual meeting, so be sure to mark your calendars for Sunday, June 7th at 11 o'clock, right after the service. Next, we'll see videos from 3 of our newest members, Heidi, Ron, and Jane. And they share a little bit about what it's like to be a new member here at First UU. So I want to say a sincere thank you to each of them for sharing their stories, and I hope you enjoy.
Hello, First UUers. This is Heidi Baker here again. I was hoping to speak to you from my patio this afternoon, but it's gotten a little loud out there, so here I am. Kelly asked me to say a few words about being a First UU new member, and my husband Chris is not feeling great today, so I'm flying solo. The first couple months were really active. I was really excited about contra dancing, and I got to go once at least, and everyone was so welcoming. And I started working with the breakfast group and really enjoyed that, and the coffee hour, and just learning all kinds of new things. I really enjoyed Dana Reynolds' film series about the history of Unitarian Universalism, and I learned so much. And that started me down a whole path of reading books that he recommended and exploring further. And I wish I had more time to do that now, but I'm actually working more now than I did before. So all that screen time is kind of getting to me a little bit. I really appreciate what the worship team has done in terms of creating these beautiful online spaces and services that's really helping us feel connected. And I just got back from a walk. 2 friends from First UU, Karen and Suzanne, and I go for regular walks on Saturdays. So I miss my yard. I have just a patio now that I try to cover with as much greenery as possible, but I miss beekeeping and all the things that I used to grow, so I try to spend as much time outside as possible. Plus, I think with the current situation, that's probably a good thing. So, kind of just going with the flow and going with the changes and enjoying some of the new things and new ways to connect that are being offered through First UU. I really enjoy the nature walks and segments. I miss Mel, I miss Jacques, but I'm hoping that we can just forge on and keep trying different things and connecting in new ways, and at some point be able to have more in person interaction. But all in all, I'm very grateful to have this wonderful community and looking forward to growing with you all as we move through this way of being now and way of living and everything that's going on around us. There's definitely a strong sense of community, and that's been really helpful. So thank you all, and I hope to see you in person sooner rather than later.
Hi, we're Jane and Ron Payne.
We're obviously so close to 80 years that there's no denying it. Now, we've been married for almost 58 years, and we don't want to deny that. We're both OSU grads, but we haven't been to a game since we last went on our $12 a quarter student pass in the 60s.
I became an RN a little later in life and worked in dialysis. I worked in oncology and then became a hospice nurse, from which I retired. We retired about 20 years ago.
As a graduate of the Methodist Theological School in Ohio, up Route 23, just south of Delaware, I was a Methodist and then United Methodist pastor for about 43 years. 10 years ago, about halfway into our 20-year retirement, Methodism was no longer the denomination we had signed up to serve. The last straw for us was its anti-LBGT stand. So we'd been without a church for the better part of a decade when we were at UU East Church out in Reynoldsburg, and there we met Jeff G., who was there promoting voter registration for UU Justice. I was there from the Speaker Bureau for the ACLU, and while we met after the congregation's morning worship, Jeff invited us to visit sometime at 93 West Weisheimer. So in October of 2018, we first visited. Now, what we found at First UU is a very warm and welcoming congregation of people of all ages. But we found a very different liturgy and hymnody. I've even joked that UUs can't even spell liturgy. But what really we found was this excellent congregation and a superb staff and music that you wanted to come back for. So what keeps us here is this warm, welcoming group of people and a context in which we can express our progressive values and our unorthodox theology and find those both nurtured and welcomed.
We live about 45 minutes away from the church, so we focus on Sunday morning for most of our activities. We have enjoyed volunteering with the coffee hour and enjoyed getting to know Denny, and we've met so many people. We really miss it and hope to get back to that soon.
We're both a part of UU Cares, and I'm on the pastoral team, since both of these activities can be done by phone or online. Now, I've also enjoyed being a part of the leadership team of the First Tuesday Bible Study with Chaz W. and Tom B. And this next week, on the 9th, is the last of those Zoomed classes for a summer recess. We signed the book and joined First UU Church in March of this year. Now, we're so pleased with what we've found here, have been given by the congregation, and can give through the congregation, that we've decided we're going to up our pledge a bit. And we just want to thank you all for allowing us to find this kind of a faith community. Thanks.